Welcome in, everyone. We're in the third inning here with nobody out.
Center fielder number 6.
Jake Marisnik will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
That evens it up 1-1. Stroman gets the sign. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Still 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Stepping in now, Darnell Sweeney, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He'll come in here at 263, 2 home runs and 3 driven in. High in the air and deep to left center field. Hamilton looking up, a leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Nationals take a 2-1 lead. Under it is Franco, and that's out number 2.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
And he lays off for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to Butler is in time, and the inning is over. So only 1 hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 2 and the Marlins 1. Brad Miller will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Into the windup and the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Shot back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So with the leadoff man aboard, we take a trip into the recent past here as we call on our graphic for today's edition of This Date in Baseball History. D. Gordon steps in now. He's running towards second. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Betts. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number
So 1
8.
gone now in the inning, and it's a good time to pull up our upcoming schedule as you see what's on tap for the Marlins in the next 7 days. Digging in to try it again, Billy Hamilton, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here. Hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Got him.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there, so even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Runners on the move for second. Line towards center field. Marisnik will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more. Josh Donaldson is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Tap fouled at home plate. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Right there is Beltran, one away.
Now batting.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball.
Here's Mookie Betts. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound, so that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
And so far he's been real effective using that inside part of the plate tonight. I don't think that pitch was even in the strike zone, and Show Track will confirm that for us right now. But I guess he felt like it was close enough that he had to take a rip at it.
Matt Holliday standing in now. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Number 27 is there for it, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They lead it 2-1. Number 27 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
The shortstop, number 27.
First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, the previous pitch was a fastball away. And this time, they try to come in with that fastball. He jumped all over it.
Maikel Franco stands in. He's set. Here it comes. Runner goes for second. Out in front of it, strike 1. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, not a real good effort there. That pitch was never going to be a strike.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And with 2 strikes, this is the risk that you run trying to get a guy to fish for something. No doubt that was the idea, but it's going to wind up costing him.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
So stepping in, Billy Butler, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit as that'll score the runner from third and tie our ball game at 2 apiece. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Stepping in, Dalton Pompey. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Pitch outside, the throw. And they will get the lead runner at third. A daring attempt with no outs on the scoreboard, and it doesn't pan out.
Well, you know what? I like this idea. I like being aggressive in a ball game. You've already scored against this guy, so maybe now you can put a little bit more pressure on him with that sneak attack double steal. It doesn't work out here, but I don't fault him for being aggressive.
The 1-0 pitch. High and deep to right. Back goes Betts. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And it stakes the Marlins to a 4-2 lead.
And that's the thing about this game. Every pitch tells a different story. I mean, here, this guy, he looks absolutely foolish on the pitch before. So what does he do one pitch later? Takes it right over the wall. Well, what an adjustment.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in.
Derek
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
You know, pitching coaches preach throwing first pitch strikes, and he's done that around 70% of the time today. So that's one of the reasons he's not doing well.
The windup and the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Calling for it is Betts, and Mookie's got it for the second out.
now batting, the designated hitter.
And there's a look at his pitch count so far.
Miller.
You can see he's already thrown 37 pitches for strikes. That shows me that he's been able to work the zone effectively to this point.
Brad Miller will dig in. He singled his first time around. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. You start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
The 1-0 delivery. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 3 runs already home here. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Marisnick going back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. Roberto Gonzalez heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. 1-1 pitch, a curveball that's right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. They just look lost up there. Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. And when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven, as he jumps all over it and drives it for 2 bases.
Here's Jake Marisnick. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
And if you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Standing in now, Darnell Sweeney, as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for Washington, still down by a count of 4-2. D. Gordon comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Squares around and drops down a good one. Donaldson scoops it up, and the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Center fielder number 8.
Now to the plate, Billy Hamilton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there he goes towards second. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
So a runner on second with one down now. And here's the ever-dangerous Carlos Beltran. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Marisnick, but he won't get there. It falls in. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Now the National skipper is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Scott Feldman is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Runners breaking for the plate. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Holiday is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. The relay, and they will tack on another on the sac fly, make it a 5-2 game now. Throw back to second, and they've got him doubled off, and the inning is over. Jason Kipnis will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Stroman's ready. Here it is on 0-1. A shot down the first baseline. And Butler will handle this one himself to record the out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Freddie Freeman stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. But right at the shortstop for the second out.
Well, he's allowed just 2 runs to this point. Both of them coming on solo homers. Things could be much different now if those had come with guys on base, but as it is, this has been a pretty good outing.
Josh Donaldson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control. Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Nationals gone in order, and the deficit remains 5-2. Maikel Franco gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Marisnick is there, and these fans won't like that as it's a one-pitch out to begin the home half of the sixth.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
So one gone in the inning now for Billy Butler. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Dalton Pompey will stand in again as we flash you back here to the fourth inning. This was a two-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Up and in for ball one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Here it comes, 1-0. That one's going to find the seats, strike one. Here's the 1-1. Runner goes down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and two strikes. And he got him.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with two strikes, because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. That's inside. 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Brad Miller strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Betts ranging back. Gone. A fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, this is supposed to be a pitcher's ballpark. It's sure not playing like that tonight. That's now 4 home runs between these two clubs, and the way they're launching balls, we may not be done yet.
Here's D. Gordon now. As he'll take a look at ball one.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. And you can't let the emotion enter the equation or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Marisnick. And that's the third out. Another good inning here for the Marlins. Who says fans don't love their baseball in Miami? More to come from Marlins Park right after this. Leading off the inning, Mookie Betts. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
That misses 1-2.
And on 0-2, I think you're better off trying to bounce that thing rather than leave it up. Now, even though that's high, it's a dangerous spot to miss.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Matt Holliday.
Matt Holliday standing in now. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Roberto Gonzalez ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And Beltran will make the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Still 8-2. Corey Guerin will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. At the plate, Billy Hamilton. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Kipnis is under it to tuck this one away, and it's a one-pitch out to begin the home half of the seventh.
Well, that's pretty nice. You come into a ball game, you throw one slider, and you get yourself an out. Now, that'll help you settle right into the game.
Into the box now, Carlos Beltran. He singled his last time up. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 8 runs on 12 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And here's his swing and a miss as the count goes to 0-2 on Beltran.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
The 0-2 home. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Good start to the inning here out of the bullpen. After 3 runs came in to score last inning, they needed someone to come in here and slow that offense down a bit.
Number 27 will dig in. 1 hit and 2 official trips thus far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
And he's got to be up there thinking, come on already. Give me something to hit.
2 out, nobody on. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
That probably should have been a strike, but 3-0, sometimes you don't get that call. He puts a man on here on the 4-pitch walk.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Ready with the 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Marlins leave 1, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Leading off the inning, Didi Gregorius. And they'll need him to get something going here. Franklin will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Number 2.
Stewart is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Stroman looks in. First pitch on its way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. Moving closer towards our conclusion now. 8-2 the count in this one, as our line score will give you a look at how we got to this point in the contest. Striding into the box, Jake Marisnick. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And it's quickly 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
And you start to wonder if anyone's going to get on base against him again. That's 10 straight now he's retired.
Darnell Sweeney will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and get.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Nationals gone in order. Still 8-2. Billy Butler digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
From the stretch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Holiday going back, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Yeah, and this ball was hit pretty well, but it was always going to stay in the ballpark. And you see the left fielder just drift back and make the play on the warning track.
Into the box, Dalton Pompey, as he's first pitch swinging and pops this one up over toward the right side of the infield. And he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out.
Up next for the
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Chris Stewart is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 8 runs on 12 hits and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order, but no matter, they lead at 8. Striding in to start the 9th, Jason Kipnis, and they'll need him to get something going here. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Stroman steps into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Franklin is right there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
First baseman number 4.
2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
You know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Freddie Freeman stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
That's a ball.
Low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single.
Oh, he's in.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Josh Donaldson is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Mookie Betts will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 8-2. Good night from Miami.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Nationals, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error.